Hello, chemistry. I just wanted to give you a brief little introduction on this Dalton's atomic theory. And so you'll come to this website, and when you open it up, you'll have to enter your name. I've already done that. And then there's all these different experiments up here. Each one corresponds with the part that's on your piece of paper. So if I click on the Priestley one, it gives some information down there. I can click proceed, and it's going to take me up to this thing. Now, what I wanted to show you was make sure that you know how to use the mass and the volume tools. So for instance, like right here, I can drag that mass over that calx right there. It's going to tell me the mass. Now there's going to be gas that is produced here, but I can't get that yet because there is no gas. And then I can also do, well, maybe I can't do the volume of the calx. But up here you can change the amount, and that's fine. This one's pretty self-explanatory. The one that I really wanted to go through and do was number 2, Lavoisier. And Lavoisier did this thing with oxygen and phlogiston. And so the key thing that you need to know about this one is you will need, it says on part 2, you will need to record the initial and final values for the oxygen and phlogiston in each of the trials in order to complete the table below. So what you need to do before doing anything is measure the mass of the oxygen, measure the mass of the phlogiston, and do the same thing with the volume. Now, notice on the table there, it doesn't say the mass of oxygen used. So for instance, like when I click burn phlogiston, there it's done burning. When I mass it and I get this guy to be 7.1, I'm not going to write for the oxygen, when it says mass of oxygen used, I'm not going to write 7.1 there. I need to find the difference between what it was originally minus what it is now, which is 7.1. And so I've got to do that both for the oxygen and the phlogiston. And I'll also do that for the volume. But for the product, all I have to do is just drag it over that, because there was no product to begin with. It's gained 1.6 grams, so therefore the mass of the product is 1.6 grams. Okay, the final thing is the diamond. Don't really worry too much about what's in here. Basically, that's either going to be the carbon or the carbon of the charcoal, or the charcoal or the diamonds, excuse me. But you're going to notice that the mass of the initial mass of the diamond, the initial volume of the, the mass of the initial mass of the oxygen, the initial volume of the oxygen, the initial mass of the product, and the initial volume of the product is the same. Because all I have to do on every single one of them is just drag my mass tool over to each one. See, I can see that I have no product, and then I do the same thing with the volume. I've got no product, and then I've got that. So make sure that you're just carefully reading the instruction. And then when I go through, like when I go, I didn't mean to do that. When I go through and burn the substance, and then it gets done, there's an option on each one of these to hit proceed. And so then when I click proceed, it asks me all these questions. Those questions are the same questions that are at the end of that worksheet, and they will tell you whether you are correct or incorrect. So that is Dalton's theory.